It's your girl, Miss B. Welcome back to my channel. Sit back, relax, take off your shoes if you haven't already. And if you are over the age of 21, grab your favorite glass of wine and let's have a grown folks conversation. Matter of fact, we may even need to take shots because that's what type of night this is. You hear me? Well, morning in my case because it's 1 a.m. right now. But let me tell you this, because I have been procrastinating with getting my reviews out for the Golden State Warriors games. I think what I'm going to do is do like 3 games into one. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to sit down and actually recap all of the games that I missed in between. However, here's what I will say, because I want to talk about tonight, because tonight has my blood boiling. You hear me? My blood is boiling. I mean boiling, like seriously, because Steve Kerr, I'm over you. I'm seriously over you. I typically don't like to jump on bandwagon situations where the so fickle Warrior fans like to want to trade Clay, want to trade Draymond, want to fire Steve Kerr, want to do this and want to do that. I'm not one of the ones that do that. However, my patience have worn out. I do not have any more patience for you. I do not wish anybody to lose their job, especially not in this economy. I don't wish anybody to lose their job. Let me just say that. But definitely not in this economy because it's crazy out here in these streets. However, Steve Kerr, please resign and go be a GM somewhere or do something else because this ain't it. Your coaching puts me in remembrance of Jordan Poole's post-game last year, 2023. How Jordan Poole basically sabotaged himself, and it felt like he was sabotaging the team as well. And that's what I kind of feel. I kind of get that same vibe from Steve Kerr. I feel like he is sabotaging the Golden State Warriors team because he takes out the players when they're hot, when they on a heater. He don't play the right players against the right matchup. Prime example tonight. Aaron Gordon was getting to the basket late in the game at will. Why wouldn't you have Jonathan Kuminga in there? Make it make sense, sir. I promise you, I want to curse you out so bad. And Moses Moody, I feel like I got to do a whole nother video for Moses Moody because the fact that you are doing what you're doing to him, I don't like it. And somebody mentioned on Twitter how they feel like, I think the guy name is Nico, or the guy or girl. Well, it's a guy's picture. I don't know. Nico, I think, is the Twitter handle where they were talking about they feel like they're going to trade Moses Moody. I hate that for him because I really like him as a Warrior. Moses Moody has a place in my heart just like Steph, Clay, and Draymond. Although Steph, Clay, and Draymond have a big piece of my heart, Moses Moody have like a nice slice of my heart there. I really adore him. I really like his game. I like his mindset. I like that he comes in and he's ready and he is dependable and he is he just go and do what he needs to do. He's professional. I like it. And I believe that he will be a star. But I'm going to save that for another day. However, Steve Kerr, I just really don't understand you right now. I honestly, at this point, I don't even listen. I have a very hard time listening to the post game talks with the players and And I definitely ain't listening to Steve Kerr no more. Like, I stopped. Last year, I used to be. Actually, ever since I've been watching basketball, I've been consistent with listening to the post-game conversations with media, the media and the players and the coach. But this year I can't tolerate it because Steve Kerr regurgitate the same BS each time. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I really want you to resign because the defense is horrible. It was horrendous tonight. There were moments, like in the last several games, there are moments where the defense is okay. Like when they're in a 3-2 zone or whatever the case may be. I think even the other night they were in like a box and one at one point. Sometimes it's okay, but for the most part, the full 48 minutes, it is horrendous. And Steph, what in the I feel like JP's spirit was all up in the Warriors today, it felt like, in most of the Warriors. Like, Steph couldn't stay up on his feet. He kept falling. I was like, I should have been counting how many times he had failed today on the floor. I'm like, what is happening? Did they have ice skating or hockey or something at the Chase Center? Like, why is he slipping and falling? I was like, he looking like JP out there. Please don't start that. And Kerr's sabotaging the damn Warriors. Yeah, that's definitely how JP was last post game. Like, sabotaging the Warriors. That's what I feel like. I'm just over Steve Kerr right now and the coaching staff. They need somebody to breathe life into the coaching staff. For an example, I think, and I'm going to continue to say this, that they need Gary Payton Sr. on the coaching staff. One, I do not think that he would be biased for his son. I don't think he would show nepotism or favoritism, whatever word you want to use. He will not show that against his son. I do not believe that, in my opinion. I don't believe that. I believe that he will, one, challenge Steve Kerr in a good way. He not going to be no yes man. And then two, he can challenge the players because this Zen Steve Kerr ain't it. And then also, too, another part of what I saw in the game, I'm like, do everybody in the Warriors organization need to do yoga or some type of Pilates or strength, stretch techniques? Like, they need to do more of that because why is it feel like they don't bend down very well to get the 50-50 ball? Like, what is happening? What is going on? Like, I saw so much stuff. I was just like, the game overall was good, though. I'm not gonna lie. It was overall good. It was heartbreaking. The last 2 minutes, actually last 5 minutes of that game was heartbreaking. One, because defense was horrible. They could not make shots. Like, Steph wasn't making the same shots he was making in the third quarter. It's like, come on. Yeah. This was tough. A really, really tough loss because Denver down the stretch outplayed them. And I am going to talk about that Miami game because, again, I think somebody said this on Twitter. I don't know, so I did not. And I'm going to shout out to whoever the Twitter handler was that said this. But Steve Kerr got out-coached. Steve Kerr is getting out-coached left and right. So, again, time is up. I feel like his time is up. Like, let it go. Let it go. And on top of that, I do not like the way he's handling this Draymond coming back situation. Like, I don't like it. I get that you don't want to talk about it and all of that other stuff. I get that part. I will say I do like about Steve Kerr. Like, he does like to protect the privacy of the players. But it's just something about that whole narrative that he put out there in terms of we're giving him his space and he giving us ours. Well, I just don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that. I understand you giving him his space, one, to do the things that he needs to do to work on bettering himself, getting better, learning to be mature and strategic with his antics. But I also don't like the fact that he's like, well, he giving us our space. Well, why do he need to be away from you? Like, what space, like, what is he doing to you all that he needs to be away from you all? Like, I don't like that. And part of me feel like, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I'm going to leave it there because, yeah, I feel some type of way about that. Again, not Steve Kerr. I like Draymond. Draymond, like I said, has a big part of my heart along with Steph, Clay, and Draymond. I am fans of Steph, Clay, and Draymond before I'm fans of anybody else in the world, including the Warriors organization. Yes, I am not a true blood-born Warriors fan. I'm not. I like Steph, Clay, and Draymond first. And because they're on the Warriors, I like the Warriors. However, I like them first. Them first before the Warriors, yes. But I am over this Steve Kerr situation because, again, his coaching sucks right now. JK should have been in the lineup. And Moses Moody should have played. You have to play the right players against the right match. You got to have the right players in the game that will match up well with the opponent, that will give the opponent problems. JK should have been in that lineup the last few minutes. What Steve Kerr was doing, this hierarchy BS that he's playing with the players, I'm not here for it. And I feel like the players, if you're so big on being on the floor, whether in the starting lineup, the ending lineup, and you're not having a good game, and you rather be on the floor because you are a vet and it's a hierarchy and people have to respect the seniority and all this other stuff at the expense of losing a game, you need not to be a part of the team. Because there's no way in hell should anybody be on the floor in a close game scenario and you're not the best matchup for your opponent. And if you're so egotistic that you would rather be on the floor because because of hierarchy instead of the right person playing the game, you can go.